And welcome back to Gnomoria, where we're going to do a lot of tidying up. Basically, I just came across this little thing. So remember how we dug out all this dirt around our little area just so that nothing would spawn in here? And it's been keeping us safe this whole time so that we can kind of prioritize and time when we want to fight. And then we built the walls as an upgraded version of the hole. Well, I just found out it's kind of got a flaw in it. This guy is a merchant, and he just spawned in from the Royal Kingdom, which is nice because they should have some metal on them. And he spawned in right here, and he's walking along my walls. So because we've got this wall all the way to the edge, and then there's also that flooring there, it's causing them to spawn. So I was thinking like we could build another wall, but I'm like, no, that'd be just weird having this one wall and then dirt. So we're just gonna remove the flooring from up there. But I'm like, I'm so glad a merchant spawned there and not a bunch of goblins and stuff. Can we? Oh, we have to deconstruct that block. Okay, let's do this. Boop. Problem solved. So we got that going. I got all the stone being hauled around. But this is kind of also what I meant by the traps that we could expand onto. So that basically this makes a loop. And it's this. As you can see, there's this guy who's hungry, but he has nowhere to go because he stepped on this pressure plate for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because he was going for this, but I don't think that's a reason because I have nothing being planted. And so he was going for it, and then he stepped on this, and now because this is locked, he can't go that way because it's not an exit, so he won't go that way. And then he stepped on it, and so all these are now open, and so he can't go that way. So that's the pull. Kind of, that's what I was kind of explaining before, is you have it so that there's these pressure plates, the guy steps on it, and then it creates these two, you know, it blocks his way, so then there's only one possible way for him to go. He steps towards that way, and then there's another one, something like that. Basically, it tricks him, basically. Oh, yes, go, yes, it's a pressure plate. Don't step on it, please. Stop stepping on that. Someone's gonna fall down that hole. I know it's safe, but it still could hurt them. So we got all this bauxite and stuff going in there. Oh, you guys are still on duty? I apologize. You're no longer on duty. I'm glad you're on top of things, though. Oh, my gunner's just sitting there, not hauling like they should be. There we go. There's the hauling production. Jeez. Alright, so we got this. Gotta clear this up a little bit. Other than this, I think this is okay. I moved the stone closer just because it wasn't really spawning. There was plenty of stone, I think, for at least one golem to spawn. I mean, this one spawned one, so being a little closer might help. Filling this full of stone, because I literally have tons of bauxite, and we're going to do some, we're just going to decorate today. Decorate and maybe do a little chit-chat. Maybe get attacked. Probably not. It's the 7th day. I don't think we're going to be chatting that long. So let's see. This is going very well. Actually, let's make sure they get these all done before I go. I wanted to make one last adjustment before I closed off this gate system. So we need to replace some more walls here and make this all nice and pretty, at least in the death box. The death box will be pretty. Let's see, so we want the basalt and go ahead and do that last one there. And then these are all done. The doors are rebuilt. And then I have to rebuild that one wall. And then go ahead and redo all those. And this way I can close this off and then they can do, yes, stop you. Like hitting buttons. And then we need to build one last wall since I had to deconstruct it so that they wouldn't do that. And then they ended up doing it at the very last moment, stepping on that pressure plate. Alright, so let's see. Decorative stone, and we want bauxite, whatever. Why did you go that way? You could have gone this way, you know. I know there's a lot of walking involved, but you still could have gone now because you can't go that way. Now you made it go that way. Oh, the lives of gnomes. Whoa, wait a second. Oh my goodness, that just superflied. Oh man, I just thought of this. This simplifies things so much more. Kinda. It's just gonna make... Okay, I just got mind blown. Okay, we're gonna do this, like, right here. Basically, we're gonna do that. And the reason why? Because that's a super easy way of keeping things from getting inside the base. Okay? Here's the thoughts. The pressure plates act as floors when they're up, right? So that's why they go through this way, because they know it's actual path. But the minute these go, it's no longer a path, so they have to go the other way. Well, what if we just did that here, but they didn't have the drop and we had it backwards? So basically, we put like 2-3 trapdoors here, and the pressure plate, and then the hatches. So basically, they come here, they step on that, boom, their path is no longer available, so they turn around to go back, and then boom, the path's open again, so they come back, boom, and then it keeps going back and forth. Basically, they're stuck here without having the complication of trying to figure out of how to make them fall down a hole so they can walk back up through the hole, and then just keep doing it over and over. That's way more clever than I was thinking, and so much simpler. That could be, oh, that's doable. We need a lot more hatches though. We need at least 2 more hatches. I think I have an extra pressure plate. I don't know how I ended up with one. Yep, pressure plate, and I actually got a door too. So basically this is going to be, I don't know, a fake door? This is like emergency backup in case they actually get across that super quickly. So we have to put another hatch over here, which is no problem. I mean, I could put it, let's see, where could I put the hatch? If we're going to put hatches here and the pressure plate there, that means we can't put the doors here. I mean, I could put them right here actually, where this torch is. Move, no, I can't. I have to get rid of that torch anyways. Let's do that. Let's put the door there. I can put a windmill. Not right there. Shoot, because then we can't lose our access to this. I mean, I could build some more dirt, I guess. It's kind of weird, but yes, you can build dirt and it floats. Let's just do it. Oh man, this is gonna be simplified. The simplified trap ever. Let's go a little extra just to make sure they can get around it. And then we need to, oh man, deconstruct. Oop, what's this? Merchant from, okay. Oh, I forgot about the other one. The door is open, you can come in, sir. Let's go ahead and do some trading real quick. I got my jeweler making tons of jewelry, and they're getting really expensive. Of course, the 2 metal ones, the jewelry with the gems and 2 pieces of metal is always worth more than just the 1. So I always do kind of 1 of each, because I don't always need tons of money. I only need, you know, 500, 600, and then the other one's making like thousands. We're going to find out here pretty soon. Let's make sure you have something worth buying first. I'm pretty sure you got ores. You got 21 ore. This is where I'm getting all my ore pretty much at this moment. And then we want to buy malachite, because it's kind of hard to mine that. It's just a pain more than it is hard. And then we want this copper and tin, because we want to fill up so we can get a metal golem spawning. Do we want the silver? I can get silver, and I have silver, and I'm not going to use that for golems. That's about it. That's anything I really need. We got mushroom seeds. I got mushroom seeds. I just need more plots for that mushrooms. I don't really need it, of course, because we got plenty of food and drink. Holy cow, we have 1,062 drink. We need to figure out what's so big. Could be milk. I could be in trouble with the ants coming up here. So we got this. So we're up to 269 copper and 300 some copper or tin. So we have enough. Oh, perfect. We'll have enough to get 300 tin inside the spawning area for the golems, and then this will push us over so we have enough copper. No, it won't. Yes. We need. Yeah, we have. Oh, we'd only have like 5 extra. We'll do the tin for now because I don't use that much tin, and I can get more tin. Let's go sell some stuff because we need 3,500. That adds up. Metal is expensive. Okay, let's also check to see. We have 467 emu eggs, but I don't know if that counts as food. It could. Let's get rid of a few of those, maybe. We'll remember that for the differences. We need to keep our straw. I accidentally sold a little bit too much this summer, and I didn't harvest enough. Oh my goodness, yes. 856 yak milk. We are going to sell a bunch of that too, but we need to get some jewelry just to make it so that we don't have to sell a lot of it. Where is it? Here we go. A fine sapphire ring is worth 555, and then another fine sapphire ring is only worth 411. That's weird. This worth is just a little bit different there. So let's see. Let's do the poor ones. That's 2,000 something. So we need another 1,000 something. That's too much. Could do a sapphire necklace. How much does that bring us up to? 3,000. Okay, perfect. And now we can do... I don't know if the eggs actually count for food, because you can't eat them. You can't eat raw eggs. You have to cook them. So I don't think it actually counts as food, because you can't just eat it. If it was fruit, yes, it counts as food, because you can just eat it. But I don't think eggs count. But this milk is definitely adding towards our drink. But we're going to test it, actually. Let's go ahead and sell a few eggs, just for giggles, because they're not going to need that many omelets for a while. So let's go ahead and sell like 17 of these, and our food count should change when we do it. After we sell, of course. And then let's go back to the yak milk, because I know that's definitely need to go. I mean, I don't need that much drink. We got beer. We don't need it for drink. It's mostly for cheese. And we got tons of cheese going now. What's the difference now? We need 336. 336. Let's find out. Boom, nailed it. 3,500 even. So once we do this, we should lose food. If not, and we know, and then drink. Oh, it does count for food. Alright. So I'll have to get rid of more eggs with this other guy. Did not think about that. I thought you couldn't. Or it didn't count. That's sneaky. So all these eggs I got sitting around are going to add to the food count. Yeah, we don't want to get near 1,000. That's really causing for mants to come. Then again, we could fight them. That's not really too big of an issue, I guess. The other merchant should be coming right there. Sweet. Do you have more metal, sir? Let's see. You got clippings? Yes, you do. Perfect. Now we can get maybe the copper one. 37 copper. We'll get the malachite. We'll get all that tin. Iron. And we won't get the silver. And then, of course, that's all we want, because we got all the stone we could ever want. Look at all the stone I got. 2,395 dirt. Clay. My bauxite. Serpentine. It's all being used to spawn golems at this moment. So we need 2,980. Alright, let's do this. Let's go ahead back down here to the jewelry, because I think we can handle mants. We get this last door set up, we're pretty much golden. We can use the one to get the majority of them, and then we could use the backup door, and we can always flood them in there. We can always shoot them like we have them set up for, and then send in the melee guys to this door we're going to build. We need more windmills, I just realized, though. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before. A nice, easy way. Remember how we would turn our stone into blocks, and then we'd make the blocks into statues, and then we'd sell those statues to get more, basically more stone, to make it easier on our miners and our constructors and hauling, I guess, to get more money. Basically, we're making money by selling stone that's just fancy stone. You can do the same for these bullets. Basically, you take the blocks, you turn it into like what, 16 bolts, 32 musket rounds, and then you can sell them because each one is worth 1. So basically you turn one block into $16 or $32 basically, and then you can just sell those. So it's a nice cheap way without having to do the whole constructing and using 4 blocks to make something that may come out to be like 100 or something, but if you want consistency, this is pretty good. It just depends on if you got a good stone carver, basically. A little loop-de-loop. We need to go farther down, I think. Or did we pass it already? We passed it already. I wish there was like a search option or filter for this. It gets ridiculous how much stuff's in this. The bronze, yeah, we went way past it. Armor is always near the bottom. There we go. So we need to get rid of the cheaper stuff so we can make room for more stuff. Let's get rid of, I guess, this, and then we get rid of these poor ones. That bumps up to there, and then we get rid of that one, right? Or we can get rid of this one. We can get rid of actually this one. And then let's go sell some more yak or emu eggs and stuff. And then we should be pretty good on the food. Gives us a little timer. I mean, this is winter, for heaven's sakes. We got a lot of food for winter. Oh, where did it all go again? Yak milk. Let's just get rid of 57 of that. And then that gives us 400 milk for drink and cheese in case something goes bad. And then, where the heck did the emu eggs go again? Emu eggs, 450. Yeah, we don't need that many. What do we need? 153. 153. Boom! Wait. Not boom. We're short 100. I messed up. Let's go get some more milk. I gotta be exact. 100. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. 100. There we go. Boom. And I could have gone extra, but I don't like doing that. I mean, it's a lot of work selling and making jewelry, so you might as well get your pennies. And there we go. That's all done. So you guys can leave whenever you want. Is this door open? It is. We don't want that open. Close that. Okay. Now we can close. Actually, yeah, I found out after a while that the merchants actually disappear on their own. I don't know where they go or how they leave, but they just disappear. They can't be trapped in your kingdoms anymore. I used to keep them because then I'd always be able to sell whenever I wanted to get rid of stuff. And then just whenever they opened the door, they'd run like the wind. But now they actually disappear, so you can't keep them forever. Okay, so we got that. We got that. So we got to queue up some more things for the windmill, at least. Oh shoot, we're gonna need a couple windmills. So let's do this. Let's power it up. No, that won't work. Basically, we put the windmills over here where there's nothing going on. And then we got the switch here. And then the door. And then... No, that won't work. How are we gonna do this? We need... Oh, okay. How about we do this? Put the pressure plate here. No. Yes, we can do that. Put the pressure plate here. Put a little axle here, and then we power up 2, maybe 3 hatches. So basically, it gives them a little bit of a buffer. No, that won't work, because as soon as they step over that, then it cancels it out. We don't want any spaces. Okay, let's do this then. We put the hatch here, and the the hatch is here, and then the pressure plate, and then we can put the door behind it. So we have it powering up from over here, from the windmills, and then power over here. Just use 2 axles. We got plenty of power, unlimited power. We just need to build them. Let's do that. We're gonna need 2-3 windmills at least. So let's queue up the parts so that they don't mess it up. I went too far. Blunderboss hatch. Windmill blades. There we go. Use up some birch and cloth. Birch. Cotton. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 extra just in case. And then I don't know if I have enough mechanism parts yet. Let's find out. Build. I got plenty of axles. I got 3 axles. That's probably going to be enough. We got the mechanical wall. We've got a pressure plate. We have no hatches built. So let's go down to the windmill and we can find out. We have 4 mechanism bases. Perfect. That's all we need. Basically, that's for the windmill. Do we have enough axles? Probably have to make some more of those, but those are pretty easy to make. Sweet! Alright, we're gonna let those guys go ahead to do that. And then, what else? What did we just... Oh, we ran out of pine? Not a problem. Suspend. Unsuspend. Sorry. Plant saplings, cut clippings, yes, and fell trees. Perfect. Go ahead. And because we ran out of all that wood, we are actually gonna not do that. Let's be honest. I have so much birch. We can let them burn some birch for a while. What else needs our immediate attention before we go down in the basement? Nothing. Let's go ahead and see. They're working on all the smelting like crazy. So the question is, do we want to make another automation out of iron? Because, wait. I have all the boots covered, right? Let's make sure we have boots before I worry about another one of those. Stocks. I'm in the wrong section. Items. Armor. No, not weapons. Armor. Metal. No, we're short. Somebody doesn't have a boot. So we need one more iron boot. So good thing I caught that. That would have been awkward. Somebody lost a foot because I didn't put on proper armor for them. Let's see. Boot. We got the iron plate. I just never queued it up. And then let's just use wool padding since we have tons of that. Bam. Do we have enough steel now to make the last shield or two? Let's see. Shield boss. And we have, so we need 5 iron bars to make, oh, we're short just 1 bar. Darn it. I don't know if I want to start making steel yet. I mean, steel, an iron automation. Whoa, wait, you're making it? How good at you at blacksmithing again? Pop. I forgot your name. Skills. Armor is only 9. I don't want you to make that. What are you designated as? You're a blacksmith. Earner needs to be on this job. And I don't know why he's not on it. Earner. I'm sorry, Pop, but you don't want to be doing that. No! Cancel. Armor. Suspend. Please don't finish that. Thank you. I know you want to make stuff, but I don't want you to make that stuff. I want it to be a little bit high quality. I don't think it matters, but it could matter still. Just in case it does, let's just do that last plate. You guys are all eating. I guess we need to ramp up production on metal so that we can get this going. So basically, I got these all set up to automatically have a certain amount of metal at all times. So let's pump. Oh shoot, actually we don't. I lied. I was going to work on barracks, but that's going to take a lot of metal and we need it for down here. I completely forgot about that. Let's go ahead and do this then. Let's see. We'll put them, because we want them to spawn as soon as possible. Terrain, designate area, stockpile. I think right here will be fine. Just stick one in there right here. And this will be highest priority, and this is going to be metal. And this will be ore, and then will be copper. And then, let's see. That should be at 5. That's all we need. Another one over. Oh shoot, no, it won't. I already got one going over here. Which one's this? Stockpile. Contents. This one is copper. Oh, okay. Okay, that's right. We have to do crates because you can only stack. What do you remove? You can only stack metal to such a degree. And how many does it take in one crate? 30. So we need 10 crates. Oh my goodness. Okay, train. Nope. Let's see. Designate area. Stockpile. So we need 2 extra and then double that up. Okay, and then we might as well set this up. So we need 10 blocks. Highest priority. We won't set that now because they're just going to put 10 pieces of metal there. We're going to suspend this for now. Just because I don't want them filling out up with said stuff. And now we can build tons and tons of boxes out of birch. Build storage crates. Birch crates. And then this, oh, this is going to work. The only downside is we got to... Well, no. I think if we just remove the designation, we don't have to rebuild all these. Yes, we do. That's going to be the downside to this thing. Is every time we queue up or have to redo the spawns, like if these metal golems actually keep getting killed, I may not do it anymore because I just realized how much this is going to be work. Basically, we have to rebuild the designation every time we have to redo the metal. And then we have to rebuild these boxes. Even though they're built, they're not built inside the thingy. It's like as soon as they're not outside of a stockpile, they're not considered built. So you gotta rebuild them every single time before you put the metal back in. Which I guess won't be too much of a hassle if we keep them here and we don't put a box stockpile. But let's go ahead and work on some rooms now that all the construction on the death box is going. Because all that's going to be mechanical and they don't do mechanical. The door is closed just in case. And what are we doing down here? We've got all the flooring done. As far as the rooms and the hallways, as far as we've gotten. We've got all the walls on this side. So we got to do the walls on this side. And then we could use some more torches in this hallway. Make things a little nicer. Torch? No. Let's do wall torches. Perch. We want to do probably right in the middle. Wait, no. We want to put it in this middle. That middle. that metal, and then we want to rotate this, and then I'll cancel that one out. Put it over here, like so. And this will give them a little light. Nothing's going to spawn down here, but just light so it looks a little nicer. And then we can start putting extra stone statues or metal statues down here. Another thing we're going to have to work on. Oops, before I forget. It's not. No, pause. You're going to build that torch, and I'm going to have to tell you to not build it anymore. There we go. Is we should start putting some fancy things down here. Like, do we have... Well, I'm sure they can make it. Let's just do... Let's see. Build furniture. Let's do some fancy statues. I don't think we've done a platinum one yet. Statues. So we've done, let's see. Let's move this box over. We've done the bauxite. We've done tin or silver. We'll find out. Malachite, gold, copper. So we could do a bronze statue. And then I forgot that I have to actually queue them up because we've never made them before. Wait, which one is this? This is silver. Okay, we found out. All right, let's just do the statues here. I forgot. You have to build them before you can actually queue them up ever again. So let's do. We're gonna make 2 of these, and then we want to do 2 of these. And then we already got the malachite. We could do iron, but that's expensive. We could do lead statues. I'm not using lead for anything. We already got the gold. Let's do some platinum, and then we're never going to do steel. And there we go. Little diversity. And then I think we're going to do some more stone statues. Might as well. Our miners aren't doing anything. And we're going to get some more worth going. Basically, we're tidying up today, building some more, and then we're going to try to get our worth up so that maybe by the end of winter we can get maybe 1 or 2 more gnomes. I mean, I just built that merchant, so it's gonna, or I mean that auto. It's not really an automation. I realized there's no I in the name, so I don't know how to pronounce that one. But we want to get some more gnomes, maybe some more fighting gnomes would be nice. What was I looking for? This one. No. This one. There we go. Statues. Let's go make a variety of stone statues now. So we already got bauxite. Let's do some more lapis. Since I don't have that deconstructed yet, we can get them in there safely. So craft 2 of those, and then we want 2 of those, and then we want 2 of those. Just gonna basically fill this thing up with statues. Serpentine, that should go up a little bit higher so I can get those. No. Did I do granite? Did I only do? I only did 1 granite. Let's bump those last 2 up there. And then we need to do 1 more granite. There we go. 2 granite, 2 basalt, 2 marble. What other stone do we have? That is it. Alright. Sweet. We're going to be busy constructing and making stuff pretty. And this is... we're just going to ignore that for now. Alright, so let's see. Oh, 1 second. Alright. So let's see. We got this all done. Do you guys have that stuff probably built now? We can start working on this, getting queued up while they're building all the parts. Kingdoms of plus an announcement. Okay. I kind of like Steam, how I can queue up and like watch things, and it gives me announcements when things happen. I like Steam. It's pretty handy. How are we gonna do this? Let's do the hatches. Oh shoot! I have to dig some holes, don't I? If I dig the holes, we should have a backup plan so that they can actually get out of here. Oh my. Let's do that next time. We don't have much time left. I'll work on that next. This will be kind of a slower episode. I apologize if you don't like the slower episodes, but it's kind of why I wanted to play Gnomoria in the first place. It's just kind of relax, and I always jump around, and I'm basically always recording when we're fighting and not the in-between stuff, so I should maybe do that a little bit more. Let me know if you like the in-between stuff, or if you just like the fighting. And that way I can know if I want to record which one more often. But there we go. The animals are doing good. Let's see. Oh, actually they could not be doing good. Let's stop that before it goes off. We have 4 more days of winter. How are you doing on straw? You got 18 there. Okay. How much is in there? Oh, 32. Perfect. We're good. We can deconstruct that to feed somebody. We could... Oh, 30 in there. Good. And how much is in this one? 19. So if anything, we could kill off this last male yak. Or Paka, sorry. And then basically feed... Use his feed for them, and then use this feed, because I don't have any more male yaks. So we should be okay. It's not that many days left. I already harvested everything, and I could always deconstruct some of these bits, because I have extra ones. So there's a little bit extra food, just in case. But I will see you guys next time. When we do some more construction. We'll get this trap. This super duper easy trap setup that I just figured out. We're actually going to have to dig it out and make a little extra, I don't know, spot for them to come back out. But just in case they fall down the hole. I don't want to have to shoot them, because it's always a pain, because they can actually hit you from one block. Like, that's why we built all these walls too high. But I will be back next time. Bye.